The Shahed drone shock, how Iran's weapon ended up in U.S. hands. The United States has long prided itself on being the most technologically advanced nation in the world. We innovate, other states imitate. Today, in many fields, the shoe is on the other foot. This is especially true in the field of unmanned aerial vehicles, or UAVs, or drones, where both allied and adversary nations, China, Russia, Turkey, and Ukraine, have poured resources into innovations while the United States has rested on its laurels. And one drone power has been more influential than any other: Iran, whose cheap and effective Shahed kamikaze drones have come to dominate the battlefields in Ukraine and other ongoing conflicts. The effectiveness of the Shahed drone is apparent in its widespread adoption. Many of the world's top military powers are lining up to purchase the drones. Russia has become reliant on them in Ukraine. Israel has come to fret over them in their airspace. Venezuela has allowed Iran to build numerous factories for them to be produced in their territory. And in a strange way, the Americans too have fallen in love with this Iranian system. No, they didn't purchase it, nor did they allow for a factory to be built in the United States to produce these systems. Instead, Uncle Sam captured a Shahed drone and reverse-engineered it. To be fair, the base of the Iranian drone arsenal was also pilfered from the United States. In December 2011, during the Obama administration, Iran's cyber warfare unit hijacked an American RQ-170 drone and brought it down safely inside Iranian airspace. Whether the drone was in Iranian airspace or in western Afghanistan is a continuing dispute. The Iranians completely reverse-engineered the American system, and it became the basis of early Shahed models. From the initial boost the captured RQ-170 in 2011 gave the Iranian drone program, Tehran has, much to its credit, innovated an entirely new set of drone models, including the Shahed 136, that are now outstripping the systems the Americans are producing or developing. Enter the U.S. Marine Corps' low-cost, uncrewed combat attack system, LUCAS. At first glance, one can see that almost any pretense of originality or innovation on the part of the Americans is gone. The drone is literally just a clone of the Shahed 136. Of course, one might argue that turnabout is fair play, and the theft is appropriate payback for the 2011 theft of America's RQ-170 by Iran. Nevertheless, it is telling that the U.S. military is now pilfering technology from Iran, a nation we were led to believe is hopelessly backward. If that is true, why are we taking anything from them? The U.S. Marine Corps has been testing the new LUCAS drone at the Army's Yuma Proving Ground in Arizona. U.S. defense planners are hopeful that the positive results from these tests will lead to a rapid scaling of the LUCAS drone. These drones will eventually be deployed in the field and will be used against moving targets such as vehicles. What's more, the Pentagon wants this system to be at least partly autonomous, wherein the drone will identify and attack targets on its own. As part of the Trump administration's attempt to streamline the Pentagon's otherwise sclerotic acquisition process for new weapons and platforms, the LUCAS drone will be built by multiple manufacturers and at scale. Pentagon leaders have likened this approach to the LUCAS drone development to that of the old Liberty ships that once filled the U.S. fleet during World War II. LUCAS is being sold to American defense planners on the grounds of both advanced technologies paired with a relatively low price tag. At just around $35,000 per LUCAS unit, if it can perform even half of what the Pentagon wants, it could be the game-changing system that everyone in DC thinks it will be.